Hello, and welcome to Waffly Bollox, the wrestling podcast where there is no pain, only joy. I'm MJ, aka Rascalz, and my co-host is Sarah, aka Awfully Waffly. Hello!
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 Hello! I know that intro is a giant lie, but it was a fucking great line from Marina, and also I do feel more hopeful this morning because we woke up and found that the Greens had won the Gorton and Denton by-election.
Yay!
And that feels like a really good thing. It's like, yay, the good guys won, and by a significant margin, and the bad guys have to go and lick their wounds and fuck off forever, hopefully, but they won't. But, you know, just for today. Just for today.
Just for today. We've
Fuck
got to take
Fascism
it where we
lost.
can get it.
Fascism lost today, and that is a good thing. And
That is a good thing. Yeah, because, I mean, in Gorton, the choices were either fascists, the party of trying to appease fascists, or normal human beings who actually care about the area in which they
want
live.
to make it better, yeah.
Yeah, who actually think the world can be a better place, and they were the ones who won, and it's delightful.
Like, not
so
just
happy.
not even close. Just not even close. Just like they won over 40% of the vote, and the fucking Tories are so far in the dirt that they didn't even get their deposit back, which is glorious and
so funny.
Everything is good.
Yeah, good shit. Congrats to Hannah Spencer, and I'm sure she'll be great and do a lot for Gorton and Denton.
I think she can do anything she puts her mind to. I think she's awesome.
Indeed.
I love her. Okay. So that's nice.
Yay!
It's just kind of colouring everything today of like, oh, maybe things can be good.
Yeah, maybe things won't be terrible.
Maybe the worst possible outcome won't happen.
Well, we can but hope, can't we?
Well, so let's just get stuck into the pain. Let's get stuck into the pain. So, on Dynamite this week, MJF and Hangman had an in-ring segment where they were going to agree the stipulation for their Revolution match. And during the week, MJF had taken to X to call us all idiots for not understanding what was going on. But I think they didn't explain it very well.
It was a bit convoluted.
It was convoluted, but then it wasn't actually as convoluted as it seemed, because essentially it was they would each suggest a stipulation and then they had to agree on it between them.
Yeah, which of course is like... Wrestlers who hate each other notoriously can agree with each other on things. That makes sense.
Yeah. One thing that I didn't notice from last week, because there was so much going on, there was so much good stuff and so much worry and so much fun and it all mixed in together. I didn't notice until they replayed it on Collision that the way MJF told Hangman that he had a deal was so fucking weird and so amazing, and is my new like if you thought heebie-jeebies was a bad thing,
heebie-jeebies.
I was like, you got yourself a deal, cowboy. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. Everything. Anytime anybody offers me anything, they are gonna get themselves a deal, cowboy.
It was very funny. It was like, why he deliver it like that? I don't know, but it was very funny.
He just, like, put this face on like a little cartoon demon and decided he was the devil and just went with it.
I tell you what, though, I've been thoroughly enjoying the work that MJF has been doing recently. For sure. Like, he's actually doing the shit we know he can do. That's what it is. Like, I mean, because we said, like, when we were mad at him, we were saying, it's like, but we know you can be good, Max. That's the thing that's so frustrating. It's like, you can do good things. And he's doing fucking brilliant things lately. Like, the two promos this, like, last week and this week were very, very good. And yeah, like, to be fair, since he's won the title, I haven't had to be like, oh, that was gross and misogynist.
No,
and like,
you haven't had to be mad at him once, I don't think. What's going on?
No, he's just done good heel work, and that's what we wanted. So, you know, I can't complain when we complained about him not giving us what we wanted, and then he does.
And then he does.
So
yeah. On Collision as well, there was that bit with Andrade from House of Glory, which I haven't watched, but where Andrade was basically calling him out for giving some guy on the indies a title shot and not him. And then Max was just like, oh, thank God you said tranquilo. And that was really good as well. Just really
that
good.
was
really
it was really
good,
really
fun,
good.
Bitchy, and this week was really good. So yeah, let's get into this week rather than last week. So MJF's pitch was like, this is really funny as well. I'm sorry, I just find him funny. He pitched a one-way no disqualification match, which basically meant that he could cheat and Hangman couldn't.
It's the stupidest thing ever.
It's like, yeah, Max, no one's going to agree to that.
No, nobody is agreeing to that stipulation, you fool.
So fucking stupid.
I did kind of enjoy... I don't know if there was a bit of rejigging with the scheduling and like the quote unquote standby match with Kevin Knight was meant to come after the promo, and they switched it round. Because when Kevin Knight came in and cut a promo and said, like, you know, when Hangman wins, I want to be his first title shot, which is like, that actually makes me worry for his safety with Swerve Roan, but we'll get back to that. He basically said, I don't care if we know Hangman's winning, I don't care if it's a Texas death match or a one-way disqualification match. And it's like, he was like, totally gave the game away.
I missed that. Oh, Kev.
Oh, Kev.
Amazing.
It was very funny, and I hope he didn't get in trouble for it. Because
sure
it was like, everyone on Blue Sky was like, hang on, a two-way disqualification, that hasn't been brought up. Like, one way, sorry.
In the morning. God damn. But yes, MJF said he had a quarter in his pocket, and so they could flip a coin. And if it was heads, it would be his stipulation, and tails, it would be Hangman's. And he flipped it, and oh, look, it's heads. And Hangman was immediately like, let me have a look at that quarter.
Yeah, well, Max was trying to make a speedy exit. He's like, oh, thank you very much. Good night.
Bye. That was so good. I really enjoyed that. Like, Max, tried to skedaddle, and Jet Speed popped out of one tunnel and Brodido from the other one to, like, stop him. This is when I love MJF, is when he's doing shit like this. It just really entertains me. Just the little cowardly heel business. Just trying to, skedaddle out of there. And then Hangman got to see the quarter and found it was indeed rigged. And so via Tony Schiavone, Tony Khan declared that they would be doing a Texas death match.
Yes. But that also means the stupid stipulation, the Cody stip that I fucking hate, is still there, and I hate it.
Well, okay. So the other thing that kind of came up in this conversation was that Max referred to that. He kind of said, like, this is my second time with this stipulation. I can't remember what his exact wording was, but he implied that he'd been involved in the Cody one. This is before my time.
See, this is the thing, because, like, I am now, like, I think a couple of weeks ago I said it was Jericho.
Yeah, I think it was. Was it not?
I thought it was, but then it's like, oh no, it was because MJF interfered. That was it. MJF interfered when, so he basically interfered and made sure that Cody lost.
Well, that's naughty.
It's very naughty. He's a very naughty man. So yeah, he basically, like, he helped Cody to fall victim to that stip. So I think he's feeling like he can go for a twofer.
But I think the fact that they are bringing that in, Max likes to do callbacks to his own stuff as much as anyone else's stuff.
Yeah.
They've got to have a plan for, like, what they're up to. It's not just like, oh, let's just put some spice on this. Like, I think there's got to be, it's going somewhere. I don't know. At the moment, I am inclined to just see what happens and trust that they are doing something fun with this.
Yeah. I hope so.
I hope so.
But it almost feels like it's kind of, they've added this stip to it. And if I wasn't so jumpy about these things, I would be like, oh, well, that surely means that Hangman's winning, because you wouldn't hamstring somebody like that again because it went so badly the last time.
Unless, I think I saw somebody say on Blue Sky, like, unless there was something that they were planning to do with Cody and it didn't end up happening, and so they want to play it out properly. Maybe it's just a giant fuck you to Cody. I don't know.
or maybe, I mean, well, because what they could do is have Hangman turn heel or whatever and go back on his word. But I hate that idea as well. So, like,
yeah, we don't like that one. But that almost feels too, like, simple and obvious. I feel like they're up to something.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. In my mind, like, if I was, like, slightly less jumpy about these things, I would assume that it's maybe more likely that Hangman's winning. But at the same time, it's like, I have no confidence in that being the case. So it's like, I have no idea. I really don't know what's going to happen. I mean, like, he could win, and then I could totally see it being, like, them doing him, like, Swerve versus Hangman again. Like, having, like, Swerve... Well, he's already turned heel, so...
Yeah. Yeah. But we haven't seen him interact with Hangman since doing that. Well, it's very recent, and we will get back to that. But then what's in it for Max? I mean, apart from... as Kat from Chatter Machine pointed out, his birthday is in the Ides of March, so basically getting massively murdered on his birthday would be really
that
very
would
much
be
appealing to the theatre kid in him, I would think.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's I can see that appealing, a dramatic murder on his birthday. Yeah, that could happen. I
don't know. I just don't know. I actually don't know. And again,
no, I don't
like it.
Although I was thinking the bit with Kevin, that could put him in danger with Swerve potentially.
Yes,
for sure,
yeah, absolutely.
If he's like, "Oh, I'm your first number one contender," it's sort of going to mysteriously. I don't even think it'd be mysteriously. Like, I think Swerve will just straight up murder. Yeah, just straight up murder Kevin. Oh, Kevin, you're in danger, girl.
Like, I enjoyed that though, because like we had Kevin beat the Beast Mortos last week, and then he beat Mansoor this week, and I was just going like, oh, he must be zooming up the rankings, and then he immediately was like, I think I should be a contender for the title. I'm like, yeah, you should. I'm glad that is where that was going. It wasn't just a bit of a nothing burger. He actually was being sort of positioned in that way.
Yeah, they are definitely strapping a rocket to Kev, I think, and good. He's fucking great. I love Kevin. He's so good.
Yeah, he is really good. I like seeing Mansoor on Dynamite, but it was a shame they did kind of
give him a jobber entrance.
Yeah.
You didn't even treat us to MXM's banger theme.
Boo.
Rude, Tony
To be
Khan.
honest, I would rather everybody got a proper entrance, whether they're someone no one's ever heard of or not. I mean, it doesn't take that long. It's like an extra fucking 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think it was because this was, it's a standby match, so they've just kind of just crammed it in there in whatever time's there.
To everyone all the time. It's like, you could give them an entrance. You could give everyone an entrance. It could be nice to everyone. Why not?
Yeah.
I'm a bleeding heart for jobbers. But yeah, interesting. Like, I feel like last week you had a preemptive crash out on this. How are you feeling about this now? Like, don't over-intellectualize it, but do you feel dread, or are you kind of feeling...
I can see a way forward where it doesn't suck now.
Okay.
Slightly.
Well, that's good.
Because I think, for me, the ideal is... Because, I'm convinced that Ospreay's going to be in the main event at All In.
Yes.
I think he'll Swerve, and you build him up to be an absolute fucking monster between now and All In.
I would be so fucking here for that. I really want that.
Yeah. And I just hope that the crowds let him do that. Like, I hope the crowds let him be that. Because, I mean, that's the thing. I don't know if Swerve maybe needs to tweak what he's doing slightly, just so he isn't playing to the crowd quite as much. Like, less call and responses. If you're going to be a heel, do it properly.
Yes. Well, I'm very quickly rearranging our schedule to bump the Swerve bit up here.
I feel like it's kind of interconnected, because I don't see how this ends, like... Maybe MJF will win. Maybe he will. But I am, this week, slightly more convinced that there is probably a very high likelihood that Hangman will get it back and then Swerve will win it off him at Dynasty.
Okay, so let's talk about Swerve and his section and how it fits into this, because it's kind of hard not to, like you say, not to pull him in. He popped in to Dynamite, so he had been fined, I think, $100,000 and banned from Collision for an episode as punishment for what he did last week.
Yeah.
He popped in to show off his heel turn, so he had a stomp around on the announce table and said that they'd had to reinforce it since he put Kenny through it last week. He said he had to kill Kenny because he is the most dangerous man in wrestling, and how dare Kenny say that it's Brody King. And then he brought up the conversation he had last year with Hangman about whether he regretted his actions, i.e. breaking into Hangman's house and endangering his child. And he said that at the time he'd said that he regretted that, but now he's reconsidered and he's entering his no regrets era.
Yeah.
So that does seem like that will endanger his relationship with Hangman straight away, because like that was how they reconciled.
Yeah.
So for him to kind of walk that back.
Yeah. I think, that was, I think that will probably give Hangman pause to be like, oh, actually, yeah. Maybe he is a dickhead. And stop being friends with him. That's the thing. I say friends. They were never really friends. Like, it was just almost like a teaming up out of necessity.
Fuck buddies.
Yeah. FWB.
Well, yeah, but again, not really friends. So
no,
it's fully someone to call when you really want to beat someone up with a chain.
Yeah, just WB.
Yeah. But do we think we're going to see, like, if Revolution was sooner, I would think that we won't see Hangman interact with Swerve until then. But I don't know if can we get there without them having to interact? I don't know.
I wonder if there's a chance that Hangman will win at Revolution and then Swerve will just come and annihilate him, quite possibly, after the match.
And that's when we need Ospreay to come back to cheer us up.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I
don't know.
Well, we know it's not going to be Kenny because Kenny's not there. So.
Well, someone said. Where did I get this from? It might have been Chatter Machine, and they were also referring to what you'd said. So this is like a Ouroboros of podcasts, and probably none of us know what we're on about. But I think they said that he had been trying to like rearrange his dates so that he could leave Japan a bit early and potentially come back.
Oh, really? Oh, I don't know.
So,
I just assumed that he was going to be.
They're just like, maybe shows what you know. No one knows. They could be anywhere at any time.
Yeah,
they could be under your bed right now. Probably not, but
I mean, I hope for his sake that he's not. It's dusty under there.
That's why you should always vacuum under your bed in case Kenny Omega finds himself there. Well, this has gone off the
There's
rails
boxes
already.
of VHSs under there. He might be quite happy.
Oh, yeah. He's going through. He's going to pop out and be like, "Hey, can we watch?" I suddenly can't think of a single film except Time Cop. But yeah. Fuck.
To be fair, Time Cop might well be in there.
He's like,
who knows?
I've seen that too much. Tony watches that with me once a week.
It's that weekly meeting. Everyone comes and watches Time Cop.
Oh, that's quite nice. Our pal Worcester wanted us to come up with some alternate match stipulations, which I feel like we're a little bit late to the party, but we could still do that because that sounds fun.
Yeah. Now. That's the thing. I should have thought about this because I knew this question was coming and I didn't.
What is Max afraid of?
Well, Texas death matches.
Yeah, I mean, lots of thumbtacks. He didn't enjoy the thumbtacks at all when he did that one with Briscoe.
No, like it just spiky things, broken glass, thumbtacks, and Lego.
Oh my god, that thing that Hangman said in this promo as well, where he's like, "And what if I find a strand of barbed wire and drag it across your gums and rip out your tongue?" And everyone's like cheering, like he's like, "Oh yeah, that's a great thing to say." He really
said, "I want your gum tissue."
What is such a like unusual threat that it's really visceral. Like, oh no, because you can just imagine like cutting your he
does that sometimes. He just comes out with like a line like that. Like there was one where I think it was like when he was giving a promo to like when he was Mustache Man, and he was like threatening Jay White as well, and it's like he's very good at that, like coming up with just random visceral ideas like, well, what if I do this to you? It's like, oh, you sicko.
It's like, I'd rather you didn't. I'd rather you fucking didn't.
Yeah. I don't want to see anyone's gums get shredded, Hangman. Jesus.
Well, maybe it should be a whole dental hygiene themed match. That's my stipulation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So they're like spitting mouthwash in each other's faces, and
you've got to sit there and put up with the scale and polish. Hate them.
Just
Hate
dress
scale
like
and
a
polish.
mad dentist.
That's it. It's the mad dentist match.
Yeah.
Just, I would probably watch like all of it through my hands, through my fingers, because I can't deal with dentist and teeth stuff.
Did they ever do anything with? I mean, we've had at least 2 wrestlers with teeth-related gimmicks in AEW. Did they ever do anything with Britt Baker, like bringing dentistry into the ring?
Not to the ring, but there was a match that is much maligned in the fandom with Britt and Big Swole. And it was like a hardcore match in a dentist's office. It was in the pandemic times. They were trying things.
Was it bad? It sounds kind of fun.
It was a bit silly, but I like silly. So I was like, at the time I was like, I quite enjoyed it. And then, but now it's like, if you listen to certain people, it's the worst thing they've ever done. But it was just a bit silly nonsense. It wasn't even like it had a lot of bearing on anything at all, really. It was just they'd been feuding. And then they had this match where it was like, I think someone ended up in a bin. Someone ended up in a dumpster at one point.
Oh.
It was silly. It was very silly.
What other things are there that would be like politically controversial if we are looking at AEW as now fully encouraging things like the fuck ice chants, which we'll get to later, but like if they want to be an alternative, like is it like a fucking vaccination match?
Yeah.
You have to dodge like raw milk.
And... Yeah, you have to pin your opponent in the chair and make him get vaccinated.
Yeah. But then the winner gets vaccinated as well, because it's good to be vaccinated.
It's good to be vaccinated. The measles danger match. They just lock you in a room with a bunch of kids with measles.
Well,
it's kids are the worst vectors for like diseases and like.
It was just the visual in my head of just like a load of kids just running around coughing.
Yeah, just chasing after wrestlers, going. Oh dear.
Measles is serious business, guys. If you've not been vaccinated, you should.
Mm-hmm. Go get your vaccinations.
Full on politics podcast today. Yeah, I think I don't think I can top the one-way disqualification stip. That is
so stupid,
extremely funny concept. Because everyone's being like, oh yeah, MJF can't choose any kind of no DQ match because he loves to cheat, and he was like, well, but only I can cheat.
Yeah, that is the stupidest stip ever, and one day they will let him do it, but I don't, not on this feud, apparently.
No, not on this feud. Very bad.
But yeah, other than that, the dental hygiene match, where you've got to get a scale and polish, and
I like that we're being very health conscious.
Yeah. Just chase people with them little picky things that they've got where they like scrape teeth.
Oh yeah, you could use them as like thumbtacks. Oh no, I was going to say the thumbtack substitute would be teeth, but I really don't want to go anywhere near anything that invokes Danhausen. So
yeah, there is that. Yeah,
I guess you could just be suplexed onto like a bunch of toothbrushes. Like that could be quite painful.
Or dentures pointed up.
Yeah.
That'd really hurt, I reckon.
Oh, yeah, I think it would. Or it'd hurt to step on as well.
Yeah, it would. Not quite as bad as Lego, but it'd be pretty bad.
Well, Lego remains undefeated as a substitute for thumbtacks. Good. Okay. The only other Hangman adjacent news is... oh, no, there isn't any really. But Jet Set Rodeo had a match against The Demand on Collision.
That was fun. Yeah. And they had matching gear inspired by Beyonce. That was good.
I kept seeing that tweet going around... not tweet, skeet, I guess, going around with the picture of Beyonce in that and thinking that it was like a fan had tweeted it as being the inspiration, and then I realised it was actually Speedball.
It was Speedball.
Delightful.
Bless him. I love that. But now everyone's like, because Chappelle Roan had like black and pink gear that was like inspired by like motocross, and everyone's like, okay, now you have to do that one. So
she's wrestled in like a luchador. She's performed in a luchador mask, hasn't she?
I'm
sure I've seen her do proper wrestling themed performance. So when are we getting Chappelle Roan on a pay-per-view?
We gotta do it. Gotta do it. Yeah. So next up, like pink and black with like little cut off jackets. That's what we want.
The thing is, it doesn't seem impossible.
With those three, absolutely not. No, I could totally see him doing that. Yeah. And then there was some people like going, oh, well, I think they're going to lose to The Demand, because that's what happened to not with Ricochet, but that's what happened to the Young Bucks. They lost their trios titles to Gates of Agony and Brian Cage. And it was like really short reign with the Young Bucks as well. It was like 3 weeks or something. So it was like, everyone's like, oh no, they're going to lose. And it's like, nah,
they didn't.
Nah. I was like, if they've got matching gear, if they lose, I'm going to punch everyone in the face.
Yeah. I mean, I'd understand it just because they might want to discourage the horsecock chants, but they didn't lose, so that's all good.
Let's go, horsecock.
Yes, that was good. You've invoked the Young Bucks, so let's go to the Young Bucks. So they had a deranged 10-man Mile High Madness match, and
it was like baby Anarchy in the arena.
Yeah, both of us are way too British to be like, we don't understand the reference here. What do you mean, Mile High Madness? Because apparently Denver is a mile above sea level, and also because it's in one of the first states to legalise weed, so it kind of had...
Yeah, and the Rascalz are in it, so we've got...
and the Rascalz are in it.
We've got to make a weed reference somewhere.
Yeah. We had Jack Perry with the Young Bucks and the Rascalz versus The Demand and FTR. So we're kind of mixing up these men quite a few times round and about.
Yeah.
They brought out Jack Perry first, playing Tarzan Boy, and then just kept playing Tarzan Boy while everyone else came out.
I love it when they do that.
And
I love
that was
it.
Really, really fun.
Every time they play a tune during like a Anarchy or Anarchy adjacent match is just delightful. I love it.
And I'm still delighted to be hearing that song again, because I really thought it was gone forever, but no, you brought it back.
It was fun.
It was really
this match
fun,
was
really
so
fun.
Match.
Yeah. Yes. I think my highlight and also kind of low light was the bit where Dax got a microphone, but was just going, help me. help me. And then Jack Perry had pulled out like a Dyson from under the ring and hit him with the dust canister so that the dust just went everywhere. And I was just like, oh, that's horrible. I would not enjoy that. That's really disgusting. Really nasty thing to do. Like, Jack Perry, you're not a very nice boy.
He's a bad but horrible boy.
Yeah.
But
just
it was full of, well, it was like theatre dust, clearly. It's like,
I hope so. Could just be arena dust. They've just,
Yeah, they just run around the arena. Oh, no, there'd be like bits of nacho in it and all sorts. Blech.
Yeah, vile. Really vile. Really, really unpleasant. But this whole thing was just fun. Like, lots of obnoxious flippy boys and lots of super kicks. And, yeah, just a good time. Surprisingly good time considering FTR were in it.
Well, yes, this is like Eric on Blue Sky, as he often says, that AEW is at its best when it's 3 PWGs in a trench coat, and I fully agree. It's like this was a big, stupid PWG party match, and I am so here for it. Like, just more of that. Just give me one of them every week, and that will fuel me.
It was really good fuel. It really, yeah. And it ended with Jack Perry pinning Ricochet, so I guess now he gets to get another title shot?
I would imagine maybe at Revolution we will see that possibly.
I mean, they do need to slightly chill on the rematches.
They do, because at this point we're like, does every feud get a best of 7? Like, what are we doing?
It does feel a bit that way. It's just
it does
over and over again. Like, come on now.
Yeah. Thing is, when there's a roster that deep, and you could just come up with brand new matches all the time, it just seems a bit silly to be spamming rematches in very close succession, like they seem to have got a habit of doing lately. And I wasn't a fan of, like, when I was watching WWE, I wasn't a fan of when they did it there. So it's like, can you not? Maybe limit it to 3 in a short space of time.
A bit more. Do you think that there is an issue in the Rascalz in that it seems like it's always Zachary Wentz and Desmond Xavier teaming up and Myron Reed's getting left out a bit? I can't remember what he kind of raised, like, when am I going to get involved? And they were like, oh, we're the established tag team.
Yeah, well, I suppose it's like, it makes sense because, like, they've been teaming for longer than like Myron, because Myron kind of got more involved with the Rascalz while Des was in WWE, like when he was at NXT.
Right.
So it's like, it makes sense. Well, obviously the original idea was to have 2 tag teams, clearly, because like there was Trey as well, so we wouldn't have this kind of friction. But I guess they're trying to maybe make something out of it. But then, like, seeing, like, what we've seen Myron do and what we've seen him do outside of AEW as well, it's like, he's well placed to, like, get into the singles picture as well, like go after Ricochet or something like that. Like, hopefully it won't be, like, a case of they split the Rascalz up. I think maybe it's, like, Des and Wentz be the tag team and Myron be the singles guy, because like he's really well placed to do it. He's fucking great. That like diving stunner over the top rope, fucking clean as hell. You know, I would love to see him and Ricochet 1-on-1, like for the international at some point. If you build up Myron to do that, like, yeah. I would watch that all fucking day. That'll be brilliant. So, like, I don't necessarily see it as an issue. Like, I think they can get round it somehow. You know, it's like if you've got the tag guys and then also you've got, like, Myron as a singles guy, I think that could work. Be fine,
yeah.
I think.
And if they do a kind of storyline bit, like if they handle it in kayfabe where maybe he feels left out, but then they're like, no, you're definitely part of the team, then that would be cute and I would love it. So
yeah because I don't think we don't want them to split up or anything.
No,
like
no.
I wouldn't like that. Like, they came in together, so they should do fun stuff together.
They should. And they have been, so let's hope that they do. Speaking of fun flippy guys, Blake Christian has apparently disappeared from the roster page. I'm not 100% sure he was definitely on it, but I've seen people saying he's been removed, and it's therefore speculation that, like, is he leaving? Has he been sacked? But then he had a match on Collision with Lee against the Bucks, and then he was on Ring of Honor, so I guess he's not sacked. But what is happening there? Don't know.
I honestly don't. This is the first time hearing about it. But at the same time, I never checked to see if he was on there. So, like, I don't know if he was ever on there.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's hope it's just one of those things that just comes to nothing.
Yeah, hopefully, because that has happened before. Like, I know people, like, it has happened, like, where it has been accurate. Like, people have been removed from the roster or whatever. via the roster page, and that's how you know they've gone. But like sometimes they don't. Sometimes like you can't trust it. Like sometimes there's been a couple of times where someone has disappeared from the roster page, and it's like it actually meant nothing.
Yeah, well, I guess everybody is on Jericho watch. He popped up on Michael Oku's social media, and I don't know whether to read too much into that or what to read into that, really, because Oku popped over to do Ring of Honor, and I guess that's why he wasn't on the One Rev Pro show, and then he had his match against Danny Black last week. And it was in a promo that he was doing about this match with Danny Black where he was just hanging out with Chris Jericho, but I don't know where or why or how.
Maybe Oku's done... Well, it wouldn't surprise me if he's done...
Talk is Jericho.
Talk is Jericho, yeah.
Maybe.
The fact that he's interviewing AEW talent still. Like, I know, like, Oku, we're not sure about whether he's got any kind of contract with AEW yet, but, like, that does say to me that Jericho's sticking around.
This is going to be one of those things where we speculate on it and then he just bloody pops up the next day or something.
Yeah, he's just going to rock up at fucking Revolution or something, isn't he?
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back onto the pain side of things.
No!
Rather than joy. For some reason, the Babes of Wrath had a rematch against Megabad. And during that match, Penelope did a moonsault where she didn't land properly, or people didn't catch her, or some kind of misunderstanding, and she hurt her foot or her ankle.
Yeah.
When I was Googling this morning, they said they initially had thought that she had a broken ankle, but that it's not broken and the injury may not be as bad as initially thought. But they did kind of call an audible on the match and had Lena Cross run in to help out Megabad and force a DQ.
Yeah, and I think everyone's kind of jumped to the, does that mean Megabad were winning? I don't think that is the case.
Not necessarily. It probably just means that Penelope couldn't finish the match. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it was more that Penelope was going to take the pin, and they didn't want Megan to take the pin, so they did a fucky finish, and that's how they got out of it, kind of thing. I am glad to hear that it's not as serious as we thought, because she kind of did that sort of moonsault out of the ring onto Babes of Wrath, and then it was like we didn't see her for the rest of the match. So it's usually when something like that happens.
Yeah, she tried to continue for a little bit, and then you sort of saw her sit down, and then the camera went away from her while medical obviously checked in. And then I think they had the camera a little too close on Willow when Aubrey came to whisper in her ear, but...
Yeah, they do that sometimes.
It is what it is.
Shit happens, and
shit happens.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think it was a case of like that Megabad were winning.
No, I don't. I didn't think.
I think it was just that Penelope wasn't able to take the pin, so they just did what they did. I didn't see fully how she landed, so I'm not sure, like, what happened. But when you're doing those kind of dives, like, obviously, like, you catch somebody when they dive out of the ring, but sometimes it can go wrong. Like, accidents happen. It's a dangerous kind of sport, so...
It's a dangerous sport. It's a high-risk move. How many hundreds of times have we seen, like, the men not catch each other properly? And nobody calls for them to be, like... expelled from the company. It's one of those things where accidents happen.
Is Harley getting shit for this, is she?
Yes. Harley Cameron, at the time of recording, had deleted her ex account because of all the abuse she was getting.
That's disgusting. I mean, everyone should delete their ex account anyway, but like...
Yes, but not because they're being harassed by...
No, absolutely not. Oh, fuck off. They're just the worst people on fucking Twitter. I don't know why anyone's still on there.
Well, yeah, we say that, but look at what happened to Mikey Ruckus a couple of weeks ago on Blue Sky. So everybody on every platform, everywhere, stop being an asshole, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Like, I don't see what you're hoping to achieve by just harassing people.
I mean, I get it on X in that they're just, a chance to harass a woman. Good times.
Well, yeah. I mean, they don't need much prompting over there, do they? Like...
No, I'm seeing so much stuff about like, oh, she's so inexperienced and she hasn't done enough matches, and obviously AEW's an outlaw dirt show, whatever. Outlaw mud show. What's
Outlaw
the phrase,
mud
that
show?
one?
Yeah. Oh, it's just the usual fucking suspects, then, isn't it?
Right.
It's people who don't actually watch AEW at all. Like most of the time, it's like they watch clips and then they complain about it, and it's like their opinions on. You know what I mean? They're not even worth considering.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I've watched Botchamania and I've heard people say that you never dive on the Miz because he'll never catch you. So
yeah,
this is certainly not a unique occurrence. So everyone can fuck off. Leave Harley alone. She's great.
She's great. Just shit like that happens. It's like it's a high risk move. Sometimes you can just be slightly in the wrong place. You can overestimate or underestimate how far someone's going to jump, and this shit happens. It's like fucking Taz always says, it's not ballet. Like this shit happens, and it's unfortunate, and it's an accident. It's nobody's fault. Like it's the risk you take being a professional wrestler, unfortunately.
Yeah. So that's frustrating, and I hope it's not as bad as it seemed. I mean, Penelope has already had one of those in the last couple of months where she had an injury and then it turned out not to be so bad, and she was back. So
because with her elbow, it sounded like she was going to be gone for quite a long time, and then she wasn't. So,
but also, be cautious. If you think something's wrong, I would rather they do something like this and get the person checked out and don't continue wrestling through it, because you only make stuff worse. So
yeah. It was like when I think because they called an audible. This was going back away, and it was like Ricky Starks versus, I think it was like versus Big. Was it against Big Bill or something like that? And it basically ended with like an audible being called because Ricky thought he'd bopped his head and got a concussion. And it's like, I would rather err on the side of caution than someone carry on wrestling.
It's a concussion thing.
Yeah. Like, rather than carry on wrestling, like, through it and maybe making things worse. Like, just call an audible. Change it. The shit happens.
The wrestling is not worth ruining your life over.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, I am fine with that because, I don't want anyone to be legitimately hurt or whatever.
No Bully Ray opinions on this podcast, because he came out and said it ruined his immersion when he saw, I don't even remember who the wrestlers were that he was talking about, but that somebody thought that they were injured and their opponent had kind of stopped to check on them or something, and he's like, how dare you?
Yeah, it was Bronson Reed and Jey Uso, I believe, and Bronson Reed got legit injured, and Jey Uso was looking, it wasn't even like going to check on it, it was literally looking concerned about it.
Christ almighty.
And it broke my immersion. Fuck off. Why are we listening in big
your immersion.
2026? Yeah, exactly. Why the fuck are we listening to a washed up old turd like Bully Ray in big 2025? Like, let's stop sharing his tweets. Don't care what his opinion is about fucking anything. Let's just stop giving this man the oxygen of publicity. He's a fucking knobhead. He is a knobhead. We don't need to hear what he thinks about anything.
Have brought him up. He goes in the bin.
He's right in the fucking bin. Like, fucking, he hasn't done anything fucking meaningful apart from whinging on podcasts in fucking years. Like, what? Who cares? Who the fuck cares what Bully Ray thinks about fuck all? Everyone, just stop listening to that fucking man.
In fact, stop listening to other podcasts.
Yeah, all podcasts are rubbish. Apart from no, that's a lie. There's some very good podcasts, but everyone seems to listen to the shit ones.
Because they think that these guys have something meaningful to say.
People love rage bait. I think that's what it is. People love, like, even if it's like people who will hate listen to things, and it's like I think that's just as stupid as hate watching wrestling. Like, the thing is that gets me is that a bunch of fucking, mostly men, we've got to say, will just absorb people like Bully Ray and Jim Cornette's opinions as if it's their own. And it's like, have you ever had an original thought? Ever? At any point in your life?
It's They don't. Try thinking.
Yeah. Have you tried thinking?
No, they haven't.
So I'm going to pop up like the fucking clipping on Microsoft Word. Go, hello, random man on the internet. Have you tried thinking with your own brain?
Yes, please. Okay. Oh God, sorry, I didn't mean to take us down a horrible.
No, it's fine. I will take any opportunity I can get to go off on bully rage. So
yeah. Fuck that guy. Orange Cassidy was in the UK this week at a convention an hour from my home, and I didn't go. But one of my good friends, Georgia, she went and she's a wrestling, well, she's a tattoo artist, but she also does incredible wrestling art, and she gave him a painting, and apparently he was delighted. So that makes me happy.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's really good. So Orange Cassidy this week came out with a new Tron featuring a Lost Roddy poster with a $15 gift card reward, which is very funny.
That was very funny.
It was nice because Orange Cassidy's Tron the last couple of weeks has been really boring, and I missed some silliness in there, so that was good. He had a singles match with Gabe Kidd, who came out scuttling on all fours like a weirdo, like he does.
Like fucking Gollum. What is he? I think he's trying to be a dog, but he just looks like Gollum.
I don't think you should pretend to be a dog. It looks silly. Silly. It's not really threatening. It's more, it doesn't.
It's more like, what are you doing?
It doesn't give what he thinks it's giving.
It's giving weirdo on the bus. It's
yeah, not in a good way. I mean, I guess it is threatening in its way, but maybe not the way he thinks it is.
No.
He just threw Orange Cassidy around a lot and spat in his face at one point. How dare he?
Rude.
You don't do that.
Horrible boy.
Don't do that to Orange Cassidy. Disgusting boy. Ugh. But then he won. What the fuck?
Rude.
You should not win. How dare you win?
But I guess they're building him up for whatever fucking nonsense they end up doing with Darby at Revolution, innit?
But this is what I was going to say. I don't think Orange Cassidy should be somebody that you step on in your quest towards fighting Darby Allin.
No, I completely agree.
Not right.
There was other people they could have used for that.
No.
Why are we? Are they trying to make us more interested in Gabe versus Darby by throwing someone we like into it? We're like, no,
it's not gonna work.
No.
And then Clark Connors popped in to also beat up Orange Cassidy, and I was like, I know I'm not going to get through this match without seeing Darby Allin, and sure enough, his music hit and he skateboarded down to the ring. And don't like it. Can we just get this over with, please?
It doesn't.
I don't want it.
I mean, I am grateful for it because it keeps Darby out the title picture, but it's other than that.
No, I just want Orange Cassidy out of it. Like, Orange Cassidy had a perfectly good, excellent tag partner in Tony Storm, and he doesn't need to be.
Yeah, let's go back to that. That was more fun.
That's where the joy is. That is where the joy is.
It is.
That's where the joy is.
Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, I don't fully understand why they got Orange mixed up in this, but I guess Orange and Darby have teamed up a couple of times, but it doesn't. I don't know. I'm just not really particularly invested in this whole thing.
It's weird, isn't it? It's like, I see what you've done. I see that you've
done a thing.
The steps
well done
in building a feud, and somehow it's just completely just not touched me. It's just.
Yeah, but then AEW is a grab bag and it's a variety show, and we're not going to like everything.
Nope.
It's just like this. I just don't have any real investment in it at all. So it's like, sure, probably Darby will end up winning at the end.
Yeah,
it's fine, I guess.
And it'd be like, and what?
Yeah,
I am aware that in a couple of segments time I'm going to say that I am invested in a storyline which is very, very stupid, and I'm sure people will draw their conclusions about my level of intelligence as a result, but I'm invested in this. So
you better not fight you.
So some more joy is that Kyle Fletcher has his pink TNT belt. He has named it Pinky.
I love that.
And that means that I now understand Ciampa's joke when he called his belt Sylvie, which I previously had. In my head, I just spelled it as per like a woman's name. I didn't think like he's referring to the colour of it. So when Kyle called it Pinky, and then Ciampa's like, "Oh, what my Sylvie belt?" I was like, "Oh, this is really stupid."
It's so silly. I fucking love it though. I love that he's got. I love that Kyle's finally got his pink belt. That's delightful. Yeah. But yeah, this just says to me that these men are very imaginative when it comes to naming things.
They're really not. They're really not. They're really not. Oh, they're so silly. Just the both of them are so silly. And just compounding the silliness with Okada coming in. Okada said that he's Kyle Fletcher's best friend, which I thought was a real stretch.
It was a massive stretch. Yeah.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that, Okada. But
no,
they will be appearing as Proto Okada to fight Top Flight on Collision this week.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
I'm interested to see how it goes and see how they manage to work together, because we know Okada is not always a good tag partner, but maybe he will make an effort for Kyle. We shall see.
Maybe. Well, I think he will, because he's trying to actively split up Kyle and Takeshita. So
what a mean boy.
Horrible boy. He's such a shithead. I fucking love him.
I adore him. He's wonderful. I love him. Yeah, more of this. More of just Okada being a little dickhead. It's delightful.
Did you see that on the YouTube channel they've put up 45 minutes of Okada doing Okada things?
Oh, I did, and I haven't had a chance to watch it. Okay, I need to make time to watch that. That's really fun.
I haven't watched it yet, but I know it's there, and I am delighted that it exists.
Things.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think they did bring one out with, was it MJF being a shithead for 45 minutes as well?
I think they did that during a time where I was really annoyed with Max, and so I was like, I will not encourage this.
Yeah,
I will not watch this, and I hate him, and take it away.
But you might watch it now.
I could be persuaded back round. He's being good right now. So I guess we almost got into the Don Callis family, so let's get into that. And also, we based this entire podcast intro and structure around something that Marina Shafir said, so I guess there ought to be a big Death Riders segment. So the Death Riders and the Don Callis family continue to feud. I feel like we are in danger of this feud becoming a bit lukewarm and not really escalating, just because I guess it's both the strength and the weakness of this feud is that there's just loads of guys in both factions, and they can just keep putting on matches forever. I think it needs to go somewhere.
It does, because it's like, at the minute, it's like, because the like in the Death Riders, like there is a variety of different alignments in that. So it's like there's the big heel faction versus a faction that might be a bit heely but might not be a bit heely. Like some of them are, some of them aren't. Yeah, they need to give it something. They need to, like, I don't know, just because at the minute it's just, oh, we don't like each other. I mean, I know that is the basis for a lot of wrestling. It's just we don't like each other. But I think it needs something. It needs like a core, and it doesn't have one at the minute for me, other than like the Death Riders dicked over Davis and Doyle, which is like, I think maybe that is another thing that's kind of thrown a spanner in the works a little bit though as well, because
Jake Doyle being injured.
Yeah, you could have done more with like Doyle and Davis going after him kind of thing, and it would have made more sense storyline wise, but obviously, you know, plans have had to change, so it's like the sort of reason behind it is like one of the guys isn't even in the ring anymore, like at the minute. Yeah, I think maybe just that has derailed things a little bit somewhat, which is really unfortunate, and I'm still really sad about it because I fucking love Jake.
Yeah, sad times. But this feud is rumbling on, like, it does take up quite a significant chunk of each week, I think. Because on Collision, we had Claudio Castagnoli versus Josh Alexander for the CMLL World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
I've completely forgotten this, sorry, Claudio. I don't know. I need Claudio to do something new, I think. He's really stagnated for me.
That's the thing. I think he's just very no nonsense. And if you're a fan of nonsense, it's
Which
like...
I definitely am.
There isn't a lot of... I love just big, bald lads slapping the shit out of each other. Like, I've said this many times. Like, big lads slapping the shit out of each other, and I'm easily pleased. But, yeah, since they've gone heel, it's sort of like... We don't really hear much from Claudio. And it's like, I know he's funny. I know that guy is funny. But since they've gone heel, they haven't really been able to do much with that. So it's like... I can see why you're not feeling it completely.
What I am loving is everything that Wheeler Yuta is up to. There was a 6-man with Takeshita, El Clone, and Mark Davis against Mox, Yuta, and Pac, in which Yuta was wearing a hat the whole time.
Yeah.
And I love that they're doing this whole fucking stupid thing of him just refusing to show his bald head. It's so dumb, and I love it.
It's really silly. And we were like, how the fuck is that stain on his head? And we're assuming that they've maybe taken some tit tape from, like, costume.
I was going to say, like, some kind of, like, glue, like eyelash glue or something, maybe, yeah.
They got to do a double. Well, see, I believe that the tit tape does a lot of work in AEW. So I think if anything's going to keep a hat on his head, then it would probably be that.
Yeah.
Double-sided tit tape.
Not a woolly hat, but like a knit hat, right?
Yeah.
So maybe he just had like just enough sort of head stubble that it acted like Velcro and just stayed on.
Maybe.
He did make an appearance at some indie promotion where they pulled his hat off and he had to run through the crowd. That was delightful.
He did, yeah. I saw like ropey phone footage of that, and he just ran away.
So good. But he even has like a new render holding his hat on, and I love that. I love it.
So
it's
good.
Delightful.
I can't wait for someone to whip his hat off.
He's just being a little comedy boy, and I adore it. And like, of course he is. Look who his parents are.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy about it. The one match in this feud, actually no, I didn't hate any of it, but the El Clone versus Jon Moxley match is my favourite that we've had in a while, because El Clone is just so fun to watch, and Mox just seemed to be really getting into it, and that was great. I
think Mox is having way more fun with this belt than he was having like with the world title.
He does seem to be.
He does.
Because now he's just like, I just want to fight that guy.
Yeah.
And I don't need to have a reason for it, really, because it's like, I've got the belt, so I'll fight that guy.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? With the men's world title, it tends to sort of, a lot of the time, it tends to need a bit of a build-up and like...
Yeah, it has more weight, whereas this one, not really.
Yeah, he can defend it on every fucking episode of anything if he wants to, and he is doing, because clearly Mox lives for this shit. So I think it's good. I think it's good that as well that it's like Mox is kind of turning it into a bit of a workhorse belt. I like that we have a mixture of belts that serve different purposes. I know we have quite a lot of them, but like for the time being at least, they do all seem to be serving different purposes. Apart from maybe like Okada's one that he just hasn't really done much with for a bit. So
just wearing it like a shiny.
Yeah.
So this match was where we got our line of the week, where Renee was interviewing Marina Shafir ringside and asking her about the evolution of her slapping Mox before he starts a match. And Marina said, "There is no pain in that slap, there is only joy." And that is such a fucked up thing to say to someone's wife. Delightful.
It's so good. It's so good. But I love like Marina and Renee's dynamic. Like that time when she just threw Renee over her shoulder and ran off with her when there was a brawl starting. That was so funny.
Oh, yeah. I'd like to see them hanging out.
Yeah. They've done a close-up, haven't they, I think? Her and Renee, and I really need to watch that. There's a few of them.
Everything.
Yeah. The last one I watched was Ciampa, but there's a couple that I need to catch up with.
There's too much content. There's too much wrestling.
There's
too much.
The wrestling cannot be stopped, and we struggle to watch it all.
We do. We do still need Clone versus Pac. That is the money match for me. Please, can we have that?
I'm like, are they waiting for Revolution to do it? Or what? Maybe. What's going on? I need that match. Like last week.
Yeah, desperately. And then you also got a big treat in the big lads category because Mark Davis fought Brody King.
Big meaty men slapping meat. Fucking love it.
Extremely meaty. I think at one point Don Callis was like, I think the ring just broke.
It was. The ring was like rattling. It was, so good. And I fucking love that Davis is just showing out every time he gets in the ring. I'm glad that the injury time hasn't like taken him out of the grand scheme of things. Like, you know, it's just so good. Just keep doing what you do with Davis, because I fucking love him. And I was hoping that Jake being injured wasn't going to sort of stall his progress kind of thing, and it doesn't seem to have done. So, yeah, good shit. And obviously, like, Brody is fucking great, of course.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was just two big lads smacking the shit out of each other, and I was like, yes!
Yeah. So during this one, there was the inevitable fuck Don Callis chant, but also a fuck Ice 2 like response that was much louder, which I enjoyed.
Yeah, that was great. I think that's just going to follow now, isn't it? Like everywhere they go.
Yeah, and apparently at House of Glory, people were chanting it at MJF. So
yeah,
it is embedded, and that is good.
That's
good shit.
Yeah. I think there was another indie show and they were chanting it in Minnesota as well. So it's like
nice.
it's spreading throughout wrestling generally, which is great.
As it should.
Yeah.
Make it go everywhere.
Fuck Ice.
All the time.
Love to see it.
And then after this, Brody King called out Swerve for a fight because they need to prove who is the most dangerous.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
Yeah, and at this point, I'm just like, did Kenny just throw that line out to set that match up? Like, because the thing is, they ran Swerve versus Kenny because Kenny wasn't going to be around for Revolution. So...
Oh, so they needed a match for Swerve.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, was that just Kenny setting that up for?
I mean, it works.
It works for me.
I'm happy to go with that. Yeah. Yeah. And Bandido showed up, and he was like, "Me too. I want to fight as well." And they brought out Andrade once again in his Peaky Blinders gear, which is so ridiculous.
Silly.
I don't feel like the Peaky Blinders outfit goes with the ladies' man stuff he's doing.
No, not even a little bit.
It's just like, why? What's happening here?
I do kind of fucking love it though. That's it.
Yeah. It's like, this is entertaining, but I don't understand it. But yeah, Bandido Andrade promises to be pretty exciting.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I am very much looking forward to that. Yay! Yeah, Bandido versus Andrade will be really, really good. Brody versus Swerve will be really, really good. I think in some way or another, like, Swerve is going to cement himself as like the big bad at Revolution, because Brody is so over and so universally loved. That it's that it's like if you're gonna cement a heel turn, then that would be it. That and popping out at the end if Hangman wins, I could see that happening.
If he hurts Bandido,
I was about to say I think
him.
Something bad is gonna happen to Bandido.
No,
at some point.
I will fully turn on Swerve. Then that'll be it for me. That'll be what it takes.
I think that might be what it takes for a lot of people, to be honest.
Yeah. It's like, I love you, but no.
Yeah.
Not safe.
It's like I've always said with Swerve going heel and then being turned backface just like by fans. It's like, if you're getting cheered as a heel, be worse.
Yeah. I want to see Prince Nana be really horrible as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want him to be really nasty and horrible. And like, yeah, I think that would really help, because I think it has sometimes been difficult for Swerve to be taken seriously as a big bad heel when he has Nana doing his dance. But
yeah,
they've changed the music. I mean, it is still very catchy, but it's different.
I like it. I like it more, to be honest. I prefer it. Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, people do still chant "Whose House," so I think you've got to really...
Yes, yeah, they need to temper that. Like, I think, like, Nana has to stop doing it at ringside.
Yeah, he needs to turn horrible.
He needs to be awful. And I think it's difficult for someone to be a big bad when they have a silly dancing man with them. Yeah. So I think maybe Nana needs to become a little bit more evil. And that
I would
help.
like that. I think I would prefer that to having Swerve turn on him. I would prefer for Nana to just... Because it's not a difficult move into just becoming like just really evil little sidekick.
Yeah.
Just really horrible. Like, I think you could do it. I think it would be fun.
I did enjoy Swerve handling the heckler this week.
Just your mama,
boy.
Yeah,
that was great. But that guy fully deserved it, because that guy was just being a drunk dickhead. It's like...
He did, but also it was another thing where it's like, oh, but now the crowd is back on your side, Swerve.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Be careful.
That's the thing. He's got to be so careful, and I get it. Like because he's cool as fuck. Of course he is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it can sort of go a bit too far, like to the point of like where you're actually playing to the crowd and you kind of want to go against them. So it's a difficult thing to balance, I guess. But just if you're getting cheered as a heel, just be worse.
Yeah, be worse. And then the final thing on my agenda is just that I feel like the women's division really needs a bit of a boost. And I know we're constantly saying this, but like there's some little things going on, but I feel like we've not got anything meaty at the moment, and I wish that we did. I mean, partly that's because I'm not a Thunder Rosa fan.
I think a first defence for Thekla, for someone who, you know, is good and quite a big name and a former champion, but will take the pin kind of thing. I think Rosa is a good shout for that kind of thing. Yeah. So I see the logic behind it.
It's fine. It's just I think I probably would be behind Thekla anyway, because she is cool as fuck.
Yeah.
But
we're part of the problem.
I know. We are the problem. But yeah, Thunder Rosa doesn't really inspire me particularly.
No.
That's a bit annoying. I am interested in what's going on with her and Stat, maybe.
Yeah,
so
that's a bit.
Let's see. That goes somewhere.
What's going on there? Interesting.
And Tony Storm is fighting Zeta Steele this week, which is like, well, we'll see. We'll see if that goes somewhere, if there's anything in it. It just feels a bit like we've just brought you someone from Ring of Honor to fight just to keep you on the show. But maybe they have a plan. Who knows?
I
hope they have a plan.
I would
like some plans.
Thekla
I'd like some storylines.
Thekla on the stairs when she was cutting that promo on Rosa, and then the one she did after as well, where she's like, where's my party? Where's my party for being champion? It's like, I fucking love her so much.
She should have a party. I adore her. She's amazing. Yeah.
Let her have a goth party with the cigarillos. God damn it.
Let just more Thekla time.
Yeah.
That just more.
Because she's
Thank you.
just so charismatic and entertaining. Like, put that woman all over the TV. Like, I'm so fucking serious. She's so great.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Love her. Give her more things to do.
Give her all the things to do. But yeah, as per usual, we're like, hey, where's our time for women? And where's our taking it seriously? And where's our effort? And where's our storylines? Yeah,
so, storyline-wise, we're a bit thin on the ground at the minute, aren't we? And it does sometimes feel very much like Tony Khan only is really interested in sort of booking Tony and Mercedes, and then just kind of doesn't really make that much of an effort with anyone else, which is really frustrating because they're all fucking brilliant. Like, you've got a wealth of brilliant women's wrestlers in your roster. Like, you need to get better at booking all of them, not just a couple.
Yep.
You can't coast on, like, how great Toni Storm is and how great Mercedes is to go, oh, no, look, we're booking women really well. It's like, no, you need to book all of them well. You need to book the whole division well. And at the minute, you're not doing that.
As well. Yeah. Like, on Twitter last week, RevPro had posted about a contenders show. So that's their, like, trainees. And someone had replied and said, look, this is part of the problem with wrestling, is that nobody knows how to book their women's division well because there were no women on the poster. And they replied and were like, well, we don't really think that's fair based on one show, because also this is our contenders, so it reflects who our trainees are. And it's like, well, it is a problem if you're not working to have female trainees. Like, you should be trying harder to attract more women into this.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's not a very good excuse. Like, anyway.
No, it's not a good excuse at all. Like, you can't do, oh, well, we book other women. It's like, yeah, but you've got to do it top to bottom. You can't just focus on the top of your card and go,
no,
oh, look, I'm doing things. It's like, you've got to book all of it well.
Yeah. We need to be, I don't know how to get promotions to believe and think that they need to be putting more effort into encouraging women, but we need to be seeing more female referees and commentators and, I don't know, every level of it. Every level of it. More trainees, more wrestlers, more women behind the scenes.
Yeah. More women in, like, executive positions, which is another thing that's, like, an issue in all industries, not just wrestling, but, like...
Yep. Yeah.
More, because there was Mega... who was one of the execs with Tony Khan, and then she's left now. Like, the legal lady.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, is there another woman in an executive position back there, or have they just replaced her with a man? Do you know what I mean?
You need to hire some women. You just need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some, we do know there's, because, like, Madison's working behind the scenes and stuff, and, they do have women working behind the scenes, but it's mostly, like, coaches and stuff.
Well, I think it was part of the initial ethos of setting up AEW was, I read, like, Brandy Rhodes talking about this, that women have a shorter sort of shelf life in wrestling than men. They tend to not wrestle for as long.
No.
And so there need to be career paths for them where they can go into something behind the scenes.
Yeah.
They can go into training or producing or whatever it can be. And they made a big deal of saying that AEW was going to do that and was going to provide those career paths. So,
I mean, we don't know, to be fair,
promises,
we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So, there is that.
Well, but then we should know, though. If that was the case, we should know. Like, you should, I don't know. I think it's one of those things where if you don't, well, it comes back to Hannah Spencer again, doesn't it? With the Greens win in Manchester of, like, you've got to have these role models out there, and everybody needs to be making more of an effort on that front.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Anyway, this could go on for hours of shouting about everything being terrible, but let's do our happy times instead.
Yes.
I feel like I need a jingle, but I don't have one. Boo! My primary happy thing this week is anticipation, because there was a match graphic and an announcement that Greg Trent is going to be back on Collision as part of the Death Riders versus Don Callis match of the week.
Yes, I saw this, like, late last night. I was like, oh, it's Trent. He's back. Hooray!
He just sneaked him back in there. We haven't seen him for ages. We've been going, where is Greg? There he is.
Aww.
So that's exciting.
Yay for Trent being back.
Yeah.
And we just need to get Chuck to come back and stop being a cryptid. Yeah. I'm assuming he's still recovering, is he?
I don't know. He was supposed to be making an appearance at a, like, I think a toy shop event that Kat and Adam went to on the weekend, but because there'd been a blizzard, a lot of the talent that were booked to be on that show weren't there.
Oh no.
So I was going to say no proof of life. Chuck actually tweeted today, so we know he's alive. But
oh, that's a
we
shame.
would like to see him exist in the world. Apparently, they're going to be rebooked in a month's time. So hopefully, I wish to see hundreds of photos of everybody telling him how great he is.
Yes.
Another happy thing is that Kyle Fletcher, speaking of tag teams, Kyle Fletcher tweeted how fucking sick is Donkzilla Davis looking right now. We've been starved for too long, one of a kind wrestler.
Yay!
I love that.
Lovely.
I love to know that they still love each other. Yeah.
Aw, we love that.
We love that.
Friends supporting friends. We love to see it.
Yeah, as they should. I had loads of happy things this week because also last week I was like, oh, I hope they bring Mercedes back to high stakes back to Rev Pro for high stakes in Wolverhampton, and they put a $sign on the graphics, so maybe that means she's coming. And then the following day they announced that yes, she will be there.
Hooray!
So good fucking times.
Yay!
Mercedes times. Yeah, so that's good news for me. Yes,
excellent news. Yeah, I thought when you said they'd like changed it to a $sign, I was like,
you're like, well, you're like, it seems possible and likely, but at the same time, you're like, but they might have just used the wrong graphic.
Yeah,
they might have just accidentally used last year's graphic. You can't
trust these people.
Trust them. Yeah,
you can't trust wrestling promoters. What are you doing? Never trust a wrestling promoter.
No. Why would you do that? Definitely don't do that. How about you? What's the happy thing for the week?
I have got to pick the Mile High Madness match. It was just that was just chaos and it's just pure joy in my heart for that match. Completely.
Yeah,
it was just
a good one.
It was silly. It was full of spots. I found FTR entertaining, which is always good, especially.
Oh my god!
Dax pleading for help. That was hilarious.
Help me!
Help me! Help! So good.
Why is that so funny? Like, it's so, like, it is genuinely funny to me every single time any wrestler does anything like that. Like, when they get on the microphone and then go like, oh shit, and somebody like picks them out. It's always funny. I don't understand, but it is.
I think this ties into our, if you want us to like you more, you should be a bit pathetic.
Yeah.
And that was very pathetic, and I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, and just again, the joy is stored in the tassels.
Yeah,
the books being the books. I fucking love them. I love them spits.
I love them. Yeah.
I wish they could be around forever.
I can't believe they starved us for so long.
Yeah.
Like, we were still enjoying the EVP thing and, you know, like Matt's pearl necklaces and crazy low-cut V-neck shirts and stuff, but the joy is stored in the tassels.
It is indeed, yeah. Also, another thing is Speed Vlog. If you're not watching Speedball's vlog, you should. Because it's very, very fun. This week we got a bit of like more Hangman law, kind of like, you know, I like a lot of the storytelling was done on BTE, and we just don't get that anymore. Like, it's come back, but it's not what it was. But like Speed Vlog, we had like Hangman and Jet Speed backstage sort of chatting, and he was sort of like, Hangman was very sort of pensive and was like, I've got a lot on my mind kind of thing because of like what happened to Kenny and everything else. So it's like, I like that there is somewhere where we're getting little morsels of like the storytelling that we used to get on BTE a little bit.
Yeah, we do need that.
Because like BTE is mostly like mailbag now, and travel footage and match footage. Like, Kenny doesn't seem to have done much on it. Hangman's done next to nothing on it. Like, it's like it's back, but it's almost like it's a ghost of what it was. So
if only there was someone hanging around backstage who used to contribute to BTE who could pull their finger out and do some fun stuff.
Yeah, if only.
If only. Well, I guess that's never going to be true. And my only other thing is that the tickets for the Revolution Rumble go on sale this tonight. Sometime tonight. So wish me luck.
Yes, good luck
getting my favourite seats at the Donny Dome, please.
Yay, Donny Dome.
Yeah.
Are you going to High
I'm
Stakes
about
as
that.
well?
Yes.
Yay. Is that on sale yet?
Yes, I have my second row. I'm second or third row.
Yay!
Relatively close to Mercedes, sort of. Close enough. I'll be able to see her. That's the main thing.
Yay!
Every time she does Rev Pro, it's like, this could be the last time. This genuinely could be the last time. So, let's see.
I hope not. Because it does seem to be like Rev Pro is part of that network where people pop in and out from all over the place. So, I don't think it's necessarily going to be the last one.
No, you never know. On that note, we will leave you here. We will be back with you next Saturday. Yes, we will. Revolution is 2 weeks away, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But we'll be back next Saturday. If you enjoyed this episode, please do rate, review, subscribe, leave comments wherever you're listening, or if you're staring at the pretty motion graphics on YouTube. Like, subscribe, do all the things.
Hit the bell. You've got to hit a bell.
Yes!
Do a bell.
Hit the bell. Then you get notifications about new episodes, I think. Do that. You can follow us on Blue Sky. We are Waffly Bollox, Awfully Waffly, and Rascalz. You can email us at wafflybollox@gmail.com, and you can buy all the things from MJ's shop at co-feed.com/rascalz/shop.
Yep, and if you put the code BSkyBaby into the checkout, you will get 10% off.
Hell yeah, who doesn't want 10% off? Do that. See you next week. Bye.
Love you. Bye.